this is a time where leadership is not the traditional one. People are pushing and they want leaders that they can relate to. In my particular case, while I was in the civil society, while I was helping women gain social and political empowerment through business and education, it was the European Union in Malawi that helped me with projects, micro projects, for rural women, for the poor. By the time I get into office, the country, the economy has collapsed. There's no fuel for a day. There's no food for 2 million people. And our relationship with our neighbors is bad. Our donors have walked away, including IMF. We are off track with the IMF when I assumed office. I depended very much on resuming relationship with our partners, getting back on track with IMF. I had to take some very, very bold decisions, unpopular decisions. We needed to pass through a difficult place in order to get to a better place. So I had to devalue our currency by 49%. But that is when now the donors came and stood by me and supported me in that process of rebuilding our economy, of getting the systems back in place, of getting back on track with IMF. I went back to those traditional donors and partners that I had worked with. And so the European Union became an automatic partner. For the past 15, 20 years, corruption had been going on. In fact, in 2001, the DPP that time, the Director of Public Prosecution, said 30% of our resources were being stolen. And when he repeated that in 2006 to the next president, he was sacked. So that was lingering on my mind. And while during the 3 years of President Bingu Mutharika, a junior officer had been found with 400 million kwacha in his account. Based on that, the European Union ambassador told me it was the Integrated Financial Management System, acronymed IFMIS. The system, our financial system in government, was being abused. And so, starting from there, I put together an investigative team, and to cut a long story short, I made 68 arrests. We froze 30 accounts. I asked the European Union and other donors to support me with technical staff. I changed the system, the financial system. But I also, as a result of that support I had received from the European Union, asked the British government to provide resources for me to conduct a forensic audit. I don't know many African leaders that will conduct a forensic audit in their government in their own time. But I needed to do that. And I put together a team. And we discovered that indeed, as the European Union ambassador had warned me, money had been stolen. And so the British government appointed an international audit firm called the Baker Tilly Audit Firm that conducted a forensic audit. And the document that came out of that is a public document online. It is not easy in Africa to fight corruption. You are fighting powerful people, and they fight you back. In my case, they told me, if you arrest us, if you continue with the investigations, we shall bring you down, and you will never win the next elections. For me, I had to choose between votes and my people, and I chose to save Malawians.